Hi, I'm Dr. Bill Rawls. We're going to talk about potential causes of fibromyalgia, this mystery illness that's now affecting so many people. And when you define fibromyalgia, technically in medical terms, it's defined as a disorder, not a disease. And the difference is a disorder is something for which medical science doesn't understand causes and for which there is no cure. So the only solution is just treating symptoms. But when you really start digging into that question, what they're really saying is we don't have tests to understand processes that our drugs will treat. But fibromyalgia, the collection of symptoms that come with fibromyalgia, there has to be a cause. Everything that happens in our universe is a result of cause and effect. So that symptoms don't just happen in the body. They just don't fall out of the sky and occur inside someone's body. It has to have cause. And my experience is through actually experiencing all the symptoms of fibromyalgia have helped me understand fibromyalgia very differently than most physicians. Midlife and around age 50, my life was totally derailed by this thing that we call fibromyalgia with all of the symptoms. And like many people, I eventually found out that I was carrying microbes, one of the ones, including the ones that causes chronic Lyme disease. So I started seeing fibromyalgia very differently. And I recognized that when you start talking about chronic Lyme disease, you're not talking about a microbe, you're talking about a spectrum of microbes. These microbes have very peculiar characteristics. They live inside cells, they occur deeply in tissues, and they're kind of low-grade, insidious, just working in the background. And what they do is they disrupt communication systems in the body. So once you disrupt communications, once hormones are imbalanced and you disrupt the immune system's communications, then nothing works well. Everything starts breaking down. So you have inflammation and all the diffuse symptoms that come with fibromyalgia. And that's what makes fibromyalgia. So I think that the underlying part of fibromyalgia is chronic immune dysfunction with all of these things in our microbiome, these microbes that are just these opportunists starting to flourish. That's what causes the symptoms. So not surprisingly, the symptoms of fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue and chronic Lyme disease overlap almost completely because I think that fundamentally it's the same kind of thing. So when you go outside of Lyme disease and look for microbes that are like the ones that come with Lyme disease, I've been able to catalog actually more than 100 intracellular microbes that are very, very, very common in nature. So it's easy to pick them up. Breathing air, intimate contact with other people, and certainly insect bites. You can pick these things up, you can carry them for years, but it's not until factors come along and come together to disrupt your immune system that it ends up being like a pot boiling over, and suddenly you don't have one localized symptom, your whole body is falling apart all at once. And in my opinion, that's what fibromyalgia is. So once you start understanding it, then you can start understanding the solutions. If you'd like to know more, please visit my website, rawlsmd.com. Sign up for our newsletter. We've got wonderful programs. We've got lots of information for people to understand not only what fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue and these kinds of illnesses are, but how to truly overcome them, the pathway that you need to set for yourself to move forward in your life. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful. Be sure and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And while you're at it, please take the time to leave me a comment. I would really like to know of any questions that you might want answered in future videos. Thanks for watching.